Tillydrone is designated one of the most deprived areas in Scotland. Indeed, Aberdeen itself has 5 areas which make up part of the 10% lowest designated areas as stated by the Scottish Office. Aberdeen is seen as an affluent city because of the oil industry, but this is not the case for the residents who live in Tillydrone. Tillydrone has an estimated population of 5,200, and according to the statistics, the area has some of the highest instances of heart disease, teenage pregnancies and unemployment in the country. The Terr Action group are based within Alexander Terrace. This group has been in place for 3 years and started with only 2 members. The aims of this association are to safeguard and promote the interests of the tenants and residents on matters concerning housing, environment and the social and community life of the area, also to provide information, advice and support. The flats in the Alexander Hayton area were built in the pre-war era, and the population within the area is approximately 950. Drastic action must be taken to ensure that this area is a safe and healthy environment for our children and their future generations to develop and prosper in. These changes can be achieved with help from the Scottish Office and the long-term commitment from the Terr Action group and the tenants. There are many problems and difficulties faced by the tenants within this area. Many people have problems with severe damp. This is a situation which creates fungus and mould, which in turn leads to respiratory problems such as asthma and skin conditions like eczema. There are other residents who suffer from cracked ceilings and walls which pose a constant danger, especially in households with children living in them. These are just a few of the internal problems faced by residents, and when you venture out onto the streets there are even more dangers to be seen. The area has a high percentage of drug users and alcoholics, and evidence of their activities can be clearly seen wherever you look. There are also those who ignore prominent signs which are displayed for health and hygiene reasons. Residents do not feel able to report any of this antisocial behaviour for fear of repercussions. As one local resident said, "I like my front door where it is." The general appearance of the area also causes great concern. This includes both the fronts of the buildings and the back greens. The facings of the flats are full of graffiti, neglected and in a state of disrepair, while in the drying areas to the rear there are problems such as rubbish being dumped, syringes lying around, stray cats and dogs, rats and mice. The children's play park is a great bone of contention as the majority of residents have children, and a high number of these are young enough to want a play area. No matter what block of flats they live in, children as young as 2 and 3 years old must cross a road to reach the play park. These roads do not have a low speed limit posted on them, and cars race up and down these streets with no consideration being made for children crossing. The play equipment is substandard, the whole area is concrete, the ground is littered with broken glass, syringes and general litter. It is not somewhere you can let your children play with a sense of well-being. The shopping arcade is run down and hard to let. Within the building there are 3 shops, one a grocer's, one a butcher's and the other a chemist. 2 other units are let for business purposes. Residents do not have a great choice in shopping facilities, but many would rather not use this arcade due to its appearance and the fact there is usually a group of street drinkers who stand at the entrance, and also the dirt inside, including that is left behind by the various dog owners. Tillydrone has a branch library and a health centre, but within the health centre there is no doctor's surgery and no dentist, and in an area which is large enough to need 2 primary schools, this is a severe shortcoming. The majority of the people in Tillydrone are clean, hard-working, decent people who just want the chance to live in clean, safe and attractive surroundings, and to be given the opportunity for their children to have a chance at a good life. Tillydrone, if given the chance, has the opportunity to be a thriving centre where people are proud to live and work. It could provide employment services, better education, shopping and culture, and develop a sustainable economy in which tenants could live and prosper.